Oh, yeah? The fun of doing things for the first time, isn't it? Weed out all the problems, the hiccups. Did you, was this scheduled with anything? Like, did you put on Facebook to say at 6 o'clock you were going to do it? Yeah. Okay. I was going to say, yeah. YouTube wouldn't have a thing where it can somehow monitor what you're doing, can they? Like, when you're streaming it, they're not going to have either a person or a program that's... Hi and welcome to Night of the Jumps. We're behind the scenes here in Basel, Switzerland. It's the 2017 first round of the FIM Freestyle Motocross World Championship coming up tomorrow night here in Basel. I can't believe it's St. Jakob's Halle. So, 2016, we had one hell of a year. We had Michael Malero. He became our world champion for the third time in a row. No other rider in Night of the Jumps history has done that. David Ronaldo, Libor Podmel, I guess Hannes Ackermann. We had some big crashes through the year. The guys have got back on the bike. We're not going to see Hannes tomorrow night, but David and Libor will be back tomorrow night. It will be their first event, of course, for the year. I wonder if we'll see that trick. It was the vault that took all three riders down, so hopefully they've got over that. But with me, we have one of our directors, Marco Mantai, from Night of the Jumps. Thank you very much for sitting down with us to have a little bit of a chat. We'd love to, we are behind the scenes now. I'd love to hear a few of the details and some of the plans for the 2017 series, and I guess into the future as well. Marco, hi and welcome. And how are you looking for 2017? Is it a good start?
Yeah, hi Steve. Ask me tomorrow night if it was a good start. We do everything we can to, prepare the track and invite the riders and, set up everything perfectly for the first event of this year's tour, which should be awesome. We have some secrets back in the pockets for the tour. So yes, we are really looking forward to it, and everyone is excited to see if Michael can, extend his winning streak or not, or if Libor has made some trainings during the winter. We will see.
Marco, I suppose, looking at Michael Malero first, as the riding and looking at the riding that we've seen the last few years, the level has stepped up a lot. Could you believe, from when you started Night of the Jumps way back in 2001, I believe? I think this is the 17th year that we've had Night of the Jumps. Could you believe, one, that we've got to this level of riding, and two, that we've got a rider who's won 3 championships in a row in a rider like Michael Malero?
In no way. We never expected a history like that. It's insane. It's crazy, We started coming from BMX and started with Night of the Jumps back in Riesa. During the first years, Arena didn't want to rent us their house because they don't believe in freestyle motocross. They told us, hey, this is something good for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe interception show of motocross, supercross or something like that. But I'm happy. Now we have made some kind of 300 Night of the Jumps in more than 18 countries, in 4 continents, and we are still here. And we're working hard each day to stay here and to make progress with the show, with the sport, and with everything.
So it sounds like then you've had to really change the minds of the owners of the stadiums, the promoters, the crowd, to say that freestyle motocross is a sport. You were there from the very start. So it's quite an achievement. Looking at the countries that you said, you've been to a lot of countries already. Have you got some plans for 2017? What are the stops that we're going to see this year?
So we have all the really confirmed stops on our website, nightofthejumps.com. But there is still some open negotiation with some promoters. Some of them are good old friends. Say hello to Horst in Namibia. We will meet each other next weekend, and maybe after that we can tell you some more about Africa. And we are talking to some new South American countries. So hopefully we can have the championship this year on 4 continents.
Would that have to be the most amount of championship rounds on different continents, or at least I suppose the most rounds in other continents other than Europe that we've seen so far before? I guess we've had Brazil before, we've had China, we've had Namibia, but not all 3, I guess, in the same year.
Yeah, that's right. That's will be the premiere, to have all 4 continents in 1 year. And our logistics team, I mean, that's horrible, With the overseas container from China just returns last week. So it was like almost 4 months. So for next year, the logistics team is going crazy on us because we are selling the events and organizing events across the globe.
Is it something, okay, you've got 3 or 4 months since we had, it was Shenzhen round, well, there was 2 rounds in Shenzhen, 30th of October, I remember, it was my birthday, getting my frequent flyer miles, going over to China. If it's taken since October to get that stuff here, do you then have to look at some different options of your logistics to get from China to Brazil or to Asia or other parts of Asia?
Yeah, so the logistics team is trying to bring everything to air freight. So that's quite expensive, but there is no other way. We're working hard with the promoters on the other countries to give us a setup like ramps, proven ramps with the same radius so that everything is safe for the riders. Even bikes could be a problem. So, but yes, we're used to flying it. We have done it twice to Brazil. 4 times already to Brazil. So we are used to the problems, and it takes good planning and good organization to do it within time and to make it with the customs. That's the most important point.
That's it. You did mention about the crew and everyone. We do have the Basel round. The crew down there are just cleaning up the event. The dirt is in, and it looks like Night of the Jumps down there. It's just got the final touches going in. Looking from the crew when you started, is this how many guys have you got working? It looks like there's people everywhere at the moment.
So during the evening we have a permanent staff of 40 people from our side, but then there are other hands from the arena, local hands which don't travel with us. We have a couple of guys who are originally here from the very first Night of the Jumps. I think I missed 1 or 2 events during the last 16 years. But there is one person who really attend at each event. This is one of our hands. It's Tia. You might know him. He's the original of our mascot. And I guess he was on every event. So he moved all the ramps during 16 years, now in the 17th year, and he's still here.
Well, I think we're going to have to set up some sort of award ceremony for Tia. That's unbelievable. I didn't know that. That is incredible. I've been here now working with Night of the Jumps, I guess 4 or 5 years, and I've been working with you guys also when I was managing Josh and Clinton from before that. They do call me the Mädchen for alles because there's a fair few roles I've taken on, and one of those roles I would like to do one day is become the My Tia mascot. I wouldn't mind doing a few cartwheels in that. In the mascot. Looking at the riders, we have been here for 17 years. You were there from the very start. Can you remember a few of the big names that have come through here? I know we've seen Mad Mike Jones, Ronnie Renner, of course Josh Sheehan, Clinton Moore, but can you think of a few of the other big boys that have ridden Night of the Jumps?
Sure, back then it was Manu True, Tommy Clowers, Kenny Buttram, Nate Adams, Mike Metzger. So, we had almost all of them, at least once, without Travis. Travis was never at our events.
The one guy, I wonder if we can get Travis to come. He's still riding. There's time. We can try and get Travis here. So this weekend, it is the start of the 2017 series. We do have round 1 in Basel at the St. Jakobshalle. We then go to Berlin next weekend for rounds 2 and 3 in the Mercedes-Benz Arena. This weekend, we will start, of course, with the live stream. It will start at 7 o'clock, I believe, tomorrow night is the live stream, so you can catch us there. But, Marco, if you can tell us a little bit more about the live stream, when and where, how can the viewers watch it?
So, yes, as Steve said, we have some visitors here. He will attend after my speech. Yes, but, we take the live streaming more serious this year. We had so many requests from our fans all over the world if they can follow us through the year. And so we decided, okay, give it a try. Thank you, Steve. You will commentate everything. Our Mädchen für alles. So there is expertise on the way, so it's great. And we're trying to have all the events live on Facebook and YouTube. And you can see it on our website. And as soon as we have fixed the small child problems with the live streaming and stuff like that, we're going big with it.
Okay, awesome. I can't wait to get stuck into the live commentary tomorrow night. I'll get out of the judge's box into the commentary box. So thank you very much, Marco. We've got a special guest. We didn't expect this. Our 3-time world champion in a row, Michael Malero from Spain. Michael, you finally got back here to Basel, Switzerland. Looking forward to the start of the 2017 series?
Yeah, hello to everyone. Yeah, I cannot wait to start again another session. I feel really good in my bike, and now it's winter. It's winter in Europe, and I didn't good practice in Spain, but did good. And yeah, I have some new tricks for tomorrow. No big tricks, but I hope to do good and hope to do a good fighter with the other rider for this year.
You do sound a little bit puffed. I'm guessing it's from running up the stairs. Maybe it's these new tricks. Maybe you're thinking about what can you do tomorrow night. We've got pretty much the same riders from 2016 coming back. There's some new guys here that have signed on for the season. Pat Bowden is on for the season. He's one of these crazy guys that can just learn a trick and he does it easy. It looks easy. Mark Pignol's back. Leo Feeney's here. With these new guys, does it make you think, okay, I need to come up with new tricks? Or do you think, stay with the tricks that I have and do them better?
Year to year is more difficult, and for sure the new rider come strong and they wanna win, and for sure will be hard. But I am motivated for practice new tricks and battle myself, and yeah, I am not I don't know in English conformista. I wanna do better, race to race, and yeah, this year I hope to do better than last year.
He hopes to do better. You won 10 events from 11 rounds last year. There's not much better than you could do than last year. Of course, you had which round was it where you had a crash? I think Cologne. So hopefully we don't see that in 2017. Other than that, that was almost a perfect year. Do you think you can improve on 2016?
I don't know if I can win I can win another 10 times in 1 year because it's really hard and crazy year last year. But I wanna do better my mistake because last year I did 2 mistakes and this year I have to do no mistake. I don't know if I can win or not because the other rider come really strong, but only focusing in my own, in myself for not to do mistake.
Only 2 mistakes for 2016 season. That in itself is quite an achievement, I think. When I've been out there riding it almost feels like every trick, it's like, oh, just make this perfect, and you start thinking, don't make a mistake. You have to be so mentally concentrated on every single trick. You're doing the biggest tricks, the double grab, backflip. A flare is not an easy trick because there's so much going into the rotation. Can you explain a little bit about the flare? Because I think in 2017, the quarter pipe might be one of the ramps that could decide the year again, just like it was in 2016. Is it any easier to do the flare?
Never was easy, the flare. The freestyle motocross is a good part of the freestyle motocross. Is a mental game, and the flare is a hard trick. But when you understand to do good, it's not difficult, and you can do mistake like a flip or like a other trick. And for me, it's more difficult to do the big combination of backflip than to do a flare. And I am focused more in some trick of backflip than flare, but never stop think because with little mistake you can do a crash.
Yeah, that's it. Just tell us, we've just seen on Facebook and Instagram yesterday or today, you had Pat Bowden and Peter Pilat at your house for a little training before here in Basel. Can you tell us what happened?
Yeah, it was really fun time at home with Pat and Pilat. We did a really good practice before this race, and yeah, I think it's much better when we practice together because the level going better and better. And yeah, I hope to practice more with this guy because it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, the first jump.
Yeah, we did a game. In before the race, Pat say, okay, today the first trick is a big trick and we cannot jump straight, only directly to first jump to do good trick, big tricks, and yeah, was a lot of fun.
What tricks?
What trick? Pat did a heart attack in the flip, and Pilat and me did flare for first trick. Yeah, and it's difficult because you don't have really good feeling, but it's good for. I think it's really good for practice before the competition because you are focusing in the trick and don't need to do a lot of practice before, and yeah, it's good for practicing before the big events.
I have actually I have done that before. I was riding with Jamie Squibb in England, and it was just before actually I came to do my very first night of the jumps in Sofia in Bulgaria, I think 2 years ago, and Jamie said, okay, tomorrow when we ride you need to do a backflip first jump before you've warmed up. And it was in the middle of winter, it was cold, it was wet, and I really didn't want to do it, but I thought, okay, tomorrow I have to go to a night of the jumps and I have to do everything. And so I did it, and actually I think it was one of the best things I ever did. It really made me much more mentally alert and went straight into it. So with that, Michael, tomorrow night, straight into the competition. What do you think would be your first trick of the run?
I don't know. I need to practice and try the older ramps, and I don't know right now what trick we do in the first, but tomorrow we'll be see. maybe in the final. I don't know.
It would be really fun. I can't wait to see what we have tomorrow night. Like I say, it is our very first round of 2017 here in Basel, Switzerland. We've got the best riders in the world. Michael Malero will join us again. David Ronaldo, Peter Pillard. We've got Libor Podmol's back. Pretty much all the old guys from 2016, really. Pat Bowden, he's coming back. Mark Pignol, can't wait to see what Mark does. Everything just goes crazy when Mark rides. So let's find out. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, we'll have our live stream. Go on to nightofthejumps.com and you'll find the link to go to the live stream, and we'll see you there. Catch you then.